Yo guys, what's going on? My new song, I Know, is going to be dropping April 30th, so I figured it'd be a really great topic for me to talk about all the things that I'm doing before the song comes out in order to promote it, to build hype, to get people aware of it. Let's talk about it. What's going on? It's Pim Fried Rice. Welcome to the Music in the Millions podcast, the show where we give independent rappers the tools and resources needed to be successful without waiting on a record label. Like I said, guys, I got a new song coming out, so hit the link down below to pre-save it. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about all the things that I'm personally doing with my own career to promote that song. Because I know I talk a lot about advice and things you should be doing, but I don't really talk about the stuff that I'm like doing personally a lot, at least like get behind the scenes. So I feel like it's a really good video idea for me to just kind of break these things down. That way you know what to do when you're promoting your next single. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we drop new videos just like this. So basically, I'm just gonna tell you guys like what I'm doing and then kind of like the thought behind it. And I'm gonna go through the list pretty quick because it's a decent amount of stuff. The first thing that I'm doing is I'm using Submithub. Submithub, if you guys aren't familiar, it's basically a website where you upload your music, you upload a little bio about yourself, a couple photos, and then you can send that out to YouTubers, to Spotify playlist curators, to blogs, a bunch of different people, and it kind of acts as a middleman so you don't have to do that research and find all these people for yourself. So what I'm doing is I'm giving myself a $60 budget on Submithub to submit my music. Basically, it works as a credit system. Each credit is $1, and each blog or Spotify playlist is a certain number of credits. So I'm doing that with $60. That way I can send it out to a couple blogs, send it out to some YouTubers, some influencers, and hopefully one of them picks up the song and then is going to promote it for me or add it to their playlist or do whatever they do. The next thing I'm doing is I'm using my Spotify for Artists account. You guys, if you are signed up for putting your music through a distribution company, you also are able to sign up for a Spotify for Artists account, which if you don't know what it is, I'll leave a link up above and down below. I did talk about Spotify for Artists in another video, so I'm not gonna break it down super crazy here. But Spotify for Artists is basically like your customizable bio for when people come to your Spotify page. You can update the photos that people see, you can update the bio that talks about yourself, you can do your artist pick, which is basically any song that you want to recommend for your fans to check out. And it doesn't even have to be your song, it could literally be any song, although I typically make it my song or whatever the newest song I have coming out, so that way fans see that first when they come to my page. But I'm making sure I'm updating all this information. I'm making sure that the bio's up to date about the song and what's going on in my life. There's photos that I uploaded from a photo shoot that I did for this release. And on top of that, you're actually able to submit your song to Spotify playlist editors, and they're able to check it out and see if they want to put it on like Release Radar or Discover Music Weekly or like one of those big actual Spotify curated playlists. This is just an extra little bonus thing you could do on top of Submithub that gets you some potential more playlist placements. The next thing I'm doing is I'm sending the song out to DJs, because you can't just assume or hope that a DJ is going to stumble across your song and be like, yeah, this is dope, let me put it into my mix. No, I'm actually hitting these guys up and I'm saying, yo man, this is my song, check it out. If you love it, I would love if you could spin it, put it into your mixes somewhere. Honestly, do whatever you want with it, but I'm giving them kind of free reign. I'm not like, oh, well, you could only use it here, here, and here, because I'm figuring if they go and spin it at events or if they put it into their streams or whatever they're doing, that's gonna benefit me. But I'm sending out the song to DJs, as many as possible, as well as internet radio stations. And now, I haven't found a lot of internet radio stations, so if you guys know any great ones, comment them down below. That way everybody can find some great ones. But yeah, I personally have not found internet radio stations in a lot of them, but I have found a decent amount of DJs, so make sure you guys check that out. And if you want some information on how to send your music to DJs and how to do it in the best way possible, I'll link a video up above and down below as well. Next, I'm getting myself a couple different style of videos for me to be able to promote the song. The first one that I did is a performance video. Now, this is something I actually shot and edited myself, literally on my iPhone. And I'll pull up a clip so you guys could check it out. But doing a performance video is literally so simple. All I did was I set up where I wanted to perform, I did a take on my cell phone, and then I edited it down on a little video editor I have on my phone. That is free, by the way, guys. So you don't have to spend any money to do something like this. You just have to think of an idea, think of a concept, and then execute it. Next, I'm also getting a lyric video made off of Fiverr. Now, I've done some research so far and I haven't actually settled on an artist, so I'm still kind of doing my due diligence to find out who's the best match for me. But you can go on Fiverr, send them the lyrics to your song, send them the song and be like, I want this type of vibe, I want this type of, video done, and they can do it for you. And the best part is, it does not cost a lot of money. My budget for Fiverr is about, I would say, $50. And that $50 is gonna get me a lyric video that then I can post on Instagram, I could post on YouTube, I could post honestly anywhere I want to, Facebook, anywhere that it allows videos to be posted. Which is good because that's just more content for me to share when it comes time for the song to drop or leading up to the song. Another thing I'm doing, and this one should be a given, guys, is promoting the pre-save. Now, you should always promote the pre-save because that pre-save is going to allow you to get more reach and more engagement on the actual day that the song drops. The more people pre-save the song, the more people are potentially going to listen the day it drops. And then you're going to get a spike in Spotify's algorithm. Spotify's gonna be like, wait, what's going on? Why is this person getting all these listeners, all these people checking out his song? We're gonna give him extra boost, extra reach, because obviously there's something going on with his profile. So make sure you get a lot of people to pre-save your track. Another thing that I'm doing differently that I've actually never done before, but I've talked about on this channel, is I'm going to be doing pre-save ads. Basically, it's going to be a short little video or a short little snippet of the song, and it's gonna say pre-save this. I'm gonna run those ads 3 days before the release, all the way leading up to when the release actually happens. That way I can, like I said, build that hype, get as many people to pre-save that song as possible. And all I'm putting into those Facebook ads is $30. I'm not breaking the bank, I'm not blowing my budget, I'm literally only putting $30 in. That's $10 per day because I'm gonna do it for the 3 days leading up to when the song drops. Another thing that has to do with the pre-save that I'm doing for the first time, and I actually made a video on it last week, so I'll link that above and below as well, but that is DMing my fans about the pre-save and DMing them about the release. I always had this fear in my head, like, oh my god, if I DM my fans about my music or this or that, they're gonna think I'm spammy or trying to sell them on something. It's okay to DM your fans, guys. I'm not gonna go super deep into it. Check that video out if you have that same mental struggle that I had where it's like, I don't wanna just be too salesy, I don't wanna always hit them up and DM them. There is a right way to do it. Check out that video. Also, I'm gonna be running release day ads, which is basically the same thing as the pre-save ads, except instead of it saying pre-save, it's gonna say like out now or download the song now or go listen now. And I'm going to run that on the day of the release, obviously, and I'm gonna be putting $30 into that budget as well. So I'm gonna put a little bit more money into it than I would for those 3 previous days because I want as much traffic and as many people to listen to that song on the first day as possible. Because like I said, that's going to boost the engagement I'm getting on Spotify, and Spotify's gonna be like, all right, we gotta do something because this guy is getting a lot of people to listen to his song. But that was actually something I learned from Andrew Southworth, who is an awesome person for teaching all this type of stuff on YouTube. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. Run pre-save ads, but then also running release day ads. Another thing I'm gonna be doing is I'm promoting a listening party. The day that the song comes out, I'm actually gonna hop on Facebook with my fans, anybody who wants to show up. I'm going to premiere the song, I'm gonna talk about it, maybe do a little Q&A with them if people want to, and I'm just going to hang out with my fans and enjoy the experience of the day of my song releasing. That's something I've never personally done before, but I heard a lot of people doing it. It usually gets a pretty decent reception, and it's just another piece of content that you can use, but also really just engage with your fans and your audience and tell them your song is here. Another thing that I'm doing is I'm creating a playlist for my Spotify, but not of just my song, of songs that are similar to my song, songs that inspire that song, anything that has to do with the song that's going to be coming out. So it could be artists that sound the same, it could be artists that inspired that song, it could be other songs in the same genre, whatever you want, but basically you just want people coming to your Spotify profile as much as possible. Even if that's to listen to a playlist that you may not necessarily be on yet, because of the day that your song releases, you are going to put your song into that playlist because you already are going to be building traction and having fans checking it out and listening to it, whatever. It could be a workout playlist, it could be a chill playlist, whatever matches the vibe of the song. And the last thing I'm doing, which is something I do constantly and you should always be doing with any release, is constant social media content. I'm posting about it, I'm posting the cover art, I'm posting behind the scenes videos, I'm engaging with fans, I'm doing as much as I can to show up in front of these people's faces before the song actually drops. I don't want April 30th to come and me be like, why is nobody listening to I Know? Because I was the one who never posted about it. I was the one who never talked about it. You gotta post about it, guys. Make a lot of social media content. You should get like 30 different social media content posts, content pieces for each song. 30 different content pieces for each song. That way you have enough to span the whole amount of couple weeks of promotion that you're gonna do. So let me know down in the comments, guys, is there any more tips or tricks or things that you do when you have a song coming out that I didn't already mention that you feel like really helps and really gets people's eyes onto your new single? Let me know down below. I'm very curious and I wanna find out what's working for you guys. Also, pre-save I Know. Like I said, make sure you guys check it out. I'm super excited for this song. It's super dope. April 30th, that's when the magic drops. Catch you guys next week. Peace.